Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. And those joining us online through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast, glad you all could join us as well. Well, I know all of us are gearing up for spring, and that really is going to affect us in a lot of different ways. Not only, of course, maybe moving around a little bit more, especially here in the South where restrictions are lifting a bit, but also getting some things done around the house. Well, how can you make the most of this season? We're excited to welcome media personality and lifestyle expert Marisa Brahney to our program to give you guys some great tips. Marisa, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Cyrus, it's so great to be with you.
Well, look, Marisa, I know one of the things that you've been doing a lot is sharing a lot of valuable information. So what has been your best advice, Marisa, when it comes to families looking to make the most of the spring season?
Yeah, it feels like we've waited forever for this transition to spring, right? So we've earned it. We've earned ourselves the right to enjoy it. And so now it's really the time to plan ahead and kind of get everything in place for your family so that you can really make the most out of these coming months. So it's the perfect time to really plan and book that spring or summer getaway, right? We know that this gives everyone in the family something to look forward to. You can also use it as an incentive to kind of get that spring to-do list around the house done. And studies show, Cyrus, that even just planning a vacation leads to health and happiness. It's linked to that. So that's a win right there. Now, we know that road trips are going to be huge again this year. And so Wyndham Hotels and Resorts has thousands of hotels across 20 brands, places like Days Inn, Super 8, La Quinta, Travel Lodge, and Howard Johnson. And this really gives your family a range of price point options, which is nice.
Yeah.
All of them have flexible cancellation policies and, of course, those enhanced health and safety protocols, which we know are so important right now so that you can book with confidence and peace of mind. And I have a little money-saving tip, Cyrus. It's actually member month. So it is a perfect time to book with their award-winning loyalty program because you can actually earn a free night when you stay 3 nights or more. All the details at wyndhamhotels.com.
I love it, and we love Wyndham Hotels here in the South. That is great to know, Marisa. So, Marisa, you mentioned planning, and a lot of times when people are, even if they're not going to be doing any traveling, they're thinking about how they can be able to maybe get more organized in their own schedules this spring, especially when it comes to the family. What are some tips you have to make that a little bit easier for them?
Right. This is always the time of year we want to refresh and kind of get in a better mindset in terms of organization. And for me, that means really keeping on top of all the family commitments. I have a family of 5. There's a lot going on. I keep dry erase boards around the house. I find them to be easy visual reminders so the whole family knows what to expect. You can keep track of things like doctor's appointments, maybe that upcoming vacation we just talked about. Spring sports are starting up for the kids. And even vet appointments, because we know that pets are just as much a part of our family, and we have to think about including them in all of this as well. And it's important to really know some cost-effective, budget-friendly options as we think about caring for our pets over the course of their life. So I want to tell you about Care Credit. It's a health and pet care credit card that helps patients pay for out-of-pocket expenses. And it could be for themselves, their families, or their pets, which is really nice. The card allows you to pay for treatments when you need it, when it's recommended. And you can actually get this. It's accepted at 8 out of 10 eligible vets nationwide. And you can get all of the details at carecredit.com.
Oh, I love that. And you're right. I mean, organizing this time of year is definitely so important. Last thing I want to ask you about, Marisa, though, is about the family. You referenced it a couple of times here. Of course, people are, trying to be able to make the most of their time, but also considering family as well. What are some suggestions you have to kind of help them to make time for that family fun?
I think putting systems into place to make things less stressful and simpler is really key. And for me, a big one is meal planning. I meal plan every week religiously. It just takes the stress out of the what's for dinner question and kind of allows us a little more time for fun. So my little tip, I assign each day of the week kind of a theme for meal planning. So Tuesdays in our house are always Taco Tuesdays, and then each week we switch it up in terms of the fillings or the toppings to kind of keep things interesting. Wednesday nights we do pasta night, again, switching it up week to week, all different kinds. And then this time of year, Cyrus, we're grilling outside at least twice a week because we kind of combine that family fun with prepping for dinner. The kids can run around, have a good time, kind of relax together. It's a really nice way to end the day.
I love that. Marisa, you really came through for us today. Again, everyone, media personality and lifestyle expert Marisa Brahney has been our guest. Marisa, where can our audience go for more information?
You can check out my website, marisabrahney.com, or give me a follow on Instagram @mbrahney.
All right. Marisa, thank you so much again for the time. Really appreciate it, and looking forward to having you back on the program again.
Thanks so much, Cyrus. Happy to be with you.
Hey, thank you. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Really some great tips for you guys as we're heading into the spring season. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.